Penguins,
We are
welcome
back.
So we have been in Bali now for over 4.5 months, and we decided to put together a little scavenger hunt for you.
20 things you should do in order of the way that we would do it so it makes sense around Bali. These things are, I would say, non-touristy. Well, some things are touristy, but it's more lifestyle. So if you're here maybe for a few weeks, you just want, or even 2 weeks, and you just want to enjoy the offerings of Bali, this is for you.
We've designed your perfect holiday and a checklist for you to follow along with.
Let us know if you want us to download or make a copy of a scavenger hunt with little like stamps, and you can stamp it off like a passport. That would be fun.
PDF version.
And the giveaway, I don't know what the giveaway could be, but we could do something fun.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Also, let us know if you're planning a trip to Bali, and if you are, have these videos inspired you? Like, you can be honest.
Where are you tuning in from? And have our Bali videos inspired you to tour this absolutely beautiful island? We have absolutely loved our time here for the last 4.5 months. So let's get to it. Starting with
The first thing, when you land, you're going to go straight to Canggu, and you're going to go straight to Mama's Cookies. You may have seen this on our video for Jai's birthday, but I was drooling over the chocolate chip cookie, and they also had dogs you could pat, and I just think it's the best thing to do after a flight. Fuel your body with a cookie.
straight to cookies.
Straight to cookies.
The next thing you're going to do, or maybe you've already done it, is book yourself a cute little private villa with a pool. We did this with my mum. We booked a 2-bedroom place in the middle of Canggu. We had the most amazing pool. It had a kitchen. Oh, it
So
was
nice.
the best treat.
And Canggu, Seminyak, that area probably has, or like all the little suburbs around Canggu, has an abundance of villas. And because there's so many, they're not as expensive as other places in Bali. So you can get the Instagrammable villa, you can get your boyfriend or your friend to take cute pics of you by the pool with your cookie, with your coconut, while you're
Maybe
feeling
a
fresh.
dog.
Maybe a dog, whatever you want.
Grab
dog?
one from the street.
That's weird, but sure.
This is Coco. Hello. Isn't this the cutest dog you've ever seen?
But yeah, definitely highly recommend, because you just feel like you're in paradise, and I think that's, well, it depends what type of trip you want from Bali, but I would say a lot of people want to feel like they're living large.
Once you check in, you want to
Treat yourself with a spa day. Canggu in particular is a mecca of salons, facials, spa treatments. Like, if you think gym is a spa day, hey, go for it. Like, there are so many options, no matter what kind of thing you like. You can get your nails done, which I did that. I also got a pedicure as well. I think it was like $20.
and I hung out with them. I hung out with you for the
Yeah,
day.
and they gave us a drink. It was so sweet. Some of them even serve you like champagne and coffee vibes, but they have lots of spas as well, like spa salons. So you could just, if you know, don't get your nails done, you get a massage, you get a facial. I haven't been, but I've heard such good things, and I'm actually going to try go later in our trip to Face Gym in Canggu, because they just sculpt your face, and after a flight, that is what you need.
Canggu is a little bit busier than some of the other places in Bali, but it has everything you need. So give it a go.
Yeah.
Once you have your little stopover to Canggu, we recommend booking Bali's #1 driver.
Gusti!
It's official. He is the #1 driver in all of Bali, and you'll not be disappointed. If you book Gusti to take you to Ubud.
Yeah. He's just a vibe. I mean, I feel like you've seen him in our videos. We miss him. He's just Bali to me. Like, I just feel like he's such a good representation of the people here. He's so kind. You will also get a little bit of history lesson, and yeah, support local drivers and book Gusti.
And For the 3.5-hour drive to Ubud, you will learn a lot. You will be given a history lesson of the culture, and you'll just be feeling really grateful.
Words of wisdom as well. Gusti should have his own podcast. Some of the golden nuggets that came out of our long drives with Gusti were incredible.
Let us know in the comments if we should do a podcast with Gusti.
Or should we bring him on and interview him? He can be in the chair instead of Jai, or instead of me.
Oh, instead of me. Cut me out.
So when you're thinking about staying in Ubud, we did this and we loved it. We highly recommend staying in a villa or even a homestay in the jungle, so out of town, probably like maybe 15-20 minutes, somewhere that you were just secluded, surrounded by nature. We stayed at 2 separate places. One was a private villa and one was like a homestay, which is like a little hut with a shared pool. Both were incredible. One was like pretty much in rice paddies. And the other was in the jungle. So I just think if you're going to Ubud, you want to immerse yourself in the jungle life.
Yeah. Some of the places we stayed at are just so tranquil, and I guess what I imagined when I first came to Bali. Once you are in Ubud, what's that song? Don't go chasing waterfalls.
But do.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I don't know.
Definitely do.
What is she saying in that song? Anyway, disregard that. Chase the waterfalls. There are so many to go and see.
Probably too many. Like, you probably can't do it all in a day.
We'll leave a few in the description of the places that we've been or the places that we recommend. Go and see a waterfall. It's absolutely amazing.
And to save like stress, hire Gusti or hire a driver in Ubud just so they can take you around. They might be able to do like shortcuts because some of them are actually like 20 minutes to an hour out of Ubud. Not a lot of the waterfalls are quite central, but they are worth it. And just so you can really relax and cleanse your soul with the fresh water.
Yeah, pay for a driver for the day.
So once you have seen all the waterfalls and you are feeling one with nature, you're going to get a grab because scooters are so fun. You're going to put your helmet on, hair is in the wind, you're going to be feeling great, and you're going to go to the main street of Ubud. Now, we can't remember the name. We'll insert it here because I actually can't remember it. But you're going to go to specifically Warong Compound, or it's actually called Compound Warong. Inda Compound. Now, it's off the main road. It is stunning. You walk through and they have rabbits. You heard me. Bunnies hopping around, kittens. And you're like, am I in paradise?
Birds.
The answer is yes, you're in paradise. And you walk through this little compound and it's a local restaurant, really good Indonesian food. I think they also have chippies if you're like, you know, you want that or a burger. I'm not too sure.
Pork ribs.
They have pork ribs. They have really good nasi goreng. And it's just like authentic Indonesian food for like extremely cheap prices. And it's just a vibe.
Definitely recommend.
We ate there pretty much every second night.
And you're going to be hungry from chasing those waterfalls.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
So if you're looking for the perfect way to start your day, we recommend having coffee at the Cheeking Rice Terrace. Sitting on the balcony, overlooking some absolutely beautiful scenery.
Yeah, it's really nice. It does cost, I think it's 50k, so it's $5 to enter. Also, we found out from our friends, shout out to Couples Quest, Matt and Danielle, that right now, September and October is the best time to see the rice paddies because they're about to harvest, which means it is lush, it is green, she is thriving. So if you're planning your trip this time and you're already going to Bali, make sure you do it. And if you're not, go next year.
If you want more travel recommendations, you should check out Couples Quest.
Yeah, they are good. We're more love and lifestyle, and they are just so good at showing you the hidden gems of Indonesia.
Next on Penguin.
This is probably my favourite thing to Ubud. And not to be dramatic, but I'm petitioning to bring this to Uluwatu because it is just a sensory experience. You have to go to Clear Cafe. We're going back to Ubud in a week, and I cannot wait to spend every single day there. It's just, it's honestly a full experience. It's a whole body sensory experience. You walk in, you take your shoes off, they put them in a little bag. You walk into this James Bond circular door. Like, you feel like you're going into another world.
Narnia.
It's just, yeah, it's like Narnia. They've got fish, ponds, they've got so many different sections. You can sit on cushions. They've got beautiful Japanese garden vibes, Zen music playing. And then you get to the menu. And it's just...
health personified. You can order a range of elixirs and tonics, all with the freshest, healthiest ingredients. I'm sure there is not one ingredient that would be bad for you.
Hashtag my body's a temple.
It is perfection. Anyway.
It's just really good food as well. They also do like so many different cuisines. I think they have to do Indonesian food. They've got like, I would say a 40-page menu. It is a little bit overwhelming, I will admit. When I went there, I was like, whoa. But you just go straight to elixirs. You have a calming elixir, and then the rest is history. It's, yeah, definitely go. Oh, I'm jealous. If you go, please let us know.
So you've been to Gusti, you've been to Canggu, Gusti's taken you to Ubud. Now where do you go next? I would say you go north.
You go north.
To the amazing local fishing town of Amed.
And it is probably the most understated part of Bali that we have seen. So book Gusti, book your favourite driver, go up there, take the back streets so you can see all the little villages, and then you can go along the beach road, and it's just, oh, it's incredible. So after you've taken the trip to Amed, Gusti has dropped you off with your bags and he said adios. Except he doesn't say adios, he says sampai jumpa lagi. Then you are going to walk on down to the beach, any beach in Amed, doesn't really matter, and you're going to find a beanbag. There are so many little beachfront warungs, excuse my speaking pronunciation, and you're going to sit in a beanbag. You're going to order a $1 bintang, nice and cold. You're going to cheers it with whoever you're with, or cheers it to yourself, and you're going to watch the beautiful sunset over Mount Agung. Honestly, we love sunsets, as you'll find out very shortly, because sunsets are in this a lot. But it is probably one of the best sunsets we've seen in Bali, probably in the world.
I'd say the best sunset we've seen. I think there's other experiences that we'll touch on later, but watching the sunset on Amed Beach is absolutely spectacular.
And just the contrast. So Amed is a volcanic town. I don't know if it's actually true, but I'm just going with it. There is Mount Agung, which used to be a volcano. But because of that, I don't actually fact check me on this, but I may need to fact check this, but all the sand is black, and I'm assuming it's from the volcano rocks that have come down. And it's just the contrast of the black with the blue water, with the red or the golden sunset. It's magnifique, honestly. It's something for the eyeballs that you are just going to remember for the rest of your life. Is that a saying? Something for the eyeballs? Let's make it happen.
Something for the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Next day when you wake up after having a beautiful sleep, you need an activity to do. So what is there to do in Amed? Well, we recommend hiring some snorkeling gear and heading to Lipa Beach. You will not be disappointed. This is one of the most spectacular experiences that I've had thus far in Bali.
Yeah.
And
If you haven't
Sheridan's
watched
favourite.
that video, you need to go watch our Amed video right now, because I got to see my favourite animal in the whole wide world, turtles. Spoiler alert, but you need to go watch it, because the footage, honestly, like, you got so close to the turtles. They were just in their element, squirtling around. Squirtle.
Which Pokemon was your favourite? Let us know in the comments.
Dude, totally. Give me some fin. Noggin. Oh, that was a big noggin. Anyway, yeah, you need to go do that. Also, if you are a scuba diver, that is the place to go. So snorkeling is what we did, but there are so many divers out there, and Amed is the place to go. Hot word on the street.
Yeah, it's an amazing diving town. There are so many instructors who can take you out for the day. You can hire a boat, head out.
There's a famous shipwreck from the war. I think it's a Japanese shipwreck, and apparently it's meant to be amazing. But yeah, there's just a lot to do when it comes to like water activities in Amed, and just the sea life is beautiful.
After a big day of snorkeling, Penguin, what do you do?
We are refueling with tacos and nachos. So we stumbled across this tiny little hole in the wall called La Coquina.
La Coquina.
La Coquina Mexican, and yeah, it became like a hot spot for us to go. It's so yum. On Thursdays, if you're there, they have $2 tacos, which is just incredible. $2. And honestly, I've never been a massive loaded nachos girl, but after going there, I am a changed woman.
This place is honestly the best.
We still think about it.
Mexican in, I'd say, the world. La Coquina.
We're
Shout
making
out.
a lot of big claims. Everything's the best in the world.
No, it actually is.
But we actually talk about this a lot. We say how much we love it. We miss it.
We've travelled a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to make these claims.
Yeah.
On to the next one. So, you went out snorkeling, you had dinner at La Coquina, you go home, have a sleep. The next day, you're feeling like you're a bit motivated. You want to do a workout. Amed has a brand new gym called The Lift. I went there a couple of the mornings, and it has absolutely everything you need. It is quite big for, such a small town. And once you're done,
This is my favourite part.
what do you order?
Cheeky monkey smoothie.
Absolutely delicious chocolate, banana.
So good. I think it's
Oh,
peanut butter or
it's
almond
like-
butter. I don't know. It's just and there's
It's like this.
and the best part is so it's not like a regular smoothie. It's like a frozen smoothie. It's
Oh.
like frappe style. Like how do you explain it? It's like
Yeah,
chunky. It's
it's
like
like a
thick.
frappe.
It's like a frappe. And if you're not a
Healthy
gym goer,
frappe.
I would suggest going for a walk, and then after your walk on the beach, you still go to the lift to get the cheeky monkey smoothie. Because I would probably most of the time I would meet Jai after my little Pilates on the beach. But it's just it's so refreshing, and I swear it was like $4.50 or $5. Like it's so cheap, and it's massive, like the size of my head, including my curls. Like that's a big smoothie.
It can't actually be understated how good some of the places are in Amed. So there's the gym. Next, for lunch or brunch, we would recommend going to Rimba Cafe, which is absolutely gorgeous little jungle cafe. I think Rimba actually means jungle in Balinese or Indonesian.
Are you okay?
Go there. Coffee's great. Matcha.
Yeah, the food is really good too. It's a really cool place. As Jai was kind of saying, we were blown away by the food choices in Amed. I think because everyone had kind of said, oh, it's a really small local fishing town, we were expecting just local wurrongs everywhere and kind of like, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting, it's not super westernized at all. Like it's literally one strip, but just the quality of food blew me away. Like there was just so many good cafes and restaurants to eat at. I was, like I said, for a one strip town, like it's a must go.
The next thing on the kind of similar note is, well, first of all, if you are, feeling a bit tired, you need a bit of a stretch, you want to relax and unwind, where should they go?
Blue Earth Village. So it is a yoga co-working space and a cafe, and the yoga shala overlooks the ocean of Amed and Mount Gung. So while you are doing yoga in tree pose, mountain pose, you can look at the beautiful mountains.
And
That
you're-
is just,
You're on a mountain surrounded by trees.
yeah, you're doing mountain pose while looking at a mountain. It's honestly incredible. But it's like open air. It's really beautiful, and I just think it's something unlike anything else.
Once you're done with your yoga class, head next door to See You Again Cafe.
Oh, the gato gato is unreal. $4 for a whole plate of gato gato. If you haven't ordered it and don't know what it is, literally pause this video and Google it because it's life-changing.
See You Again Cafe also has a very similar view of the snorkeling
Yeah.
ocean, Mount Agung in the background, one of the most spectacular views while dining at a restaurant I've ever seen. That's actually fact.
You heard it here first.
We are not exaggerating in this video. We will tell you when something is not amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, Amed is amazing. Like, honestly, we spent 2 weeks there. We probably could have spent a lot longer, but for the sake of this video, you're going to spend a few days there. Then, once you have finished Up, you're going to make your way down the south to Uluwatu, which is currently where we are, and we've spent a majority of our time. So we could talk about this for about 100 years.
We liked Canggu, we liked Ubud, we loved Amed, we love Uluwatu.
Uluwatu feels like home. I just feel like it's a perfect mix of beach, lifestyle, food, relaxing, culture. I just love it. And I definitely think longer term, if you are someone that's looking to move to Bali or spend a bit of time in Bali, Uluwatu is just the perfect concoction.
It has everything you need really within a 15-minute time zone.
Yeah.
So a gym, a Pilates studio, an abundance of cafes and restaurants with really high quality food, you know, similar to Amed.
Yeah, so we're going to get into the food. But first, you are going to check yourself into Addie's bungalow. Again, we have stayed there multiple times and we actually did a video about it. I think the first time we went to Uluwatu. It was our first experience in Uluwatu together, and they just made us feel really at home. It's a really good location. The people are lovely, and yeah, just it was the best.
The owners have been so nice to us, and I think Bingham Beach is a good area where you can it's a bit quieter and you can walk around the streets to all the little hidden cafes.
Speaking of Bingham Beach, you are going to walk your way literally around Addie's bungalow and down to Bingham Beach. It is so close. You walk down the stairs and you're going to watch the sunset at Lucky Fish. Now, Lucky Fish is probably top 5 restaurants for me in Uluwatu, maybe even top 1. It has a very special place in our heart. It's the first night we ate at in Uluwatu. We've gone back with Jai's mum, with my brother and his girlfriend. We've gone back to celebrate just our life, and it just holds like a lot of good memories there.
Yeah. It is the perfect spot. You literally sit on a trestle table on the beach. You go up to an esky, pick out your fish. Your snapper, your calamari, put it into a scale and pay for your fish. You can order a bintang, some drinks, whatever it is, and you have the perfect view of a beautiful sunset.
It's just a vibe, and upstairs they're playing music. I feel like that when you're there, it hits you. We're not in Canvas anymore. We're in Bali, and it just hits you that you are in such a magical place, overlooking. You can watch the surfers, overlooking the water,
Sweet.
just people watching, which is my favorite thing to do. It's just it's a vibe, and the atmosphere is contagious. It's like magnetic.
If there was one thing to do, or the final dinner that you would have in Bali, I would recommend going to Lucky Fish. It is by far the best experience that I've had in Bali.
So if you are confident enough to ride a scooter,
And we would preface that you might think you're confident enough, but riding scooters here is dangerous. So
please don't hire a scooter if you have never ridden a scooter before. But if you are, and you're like, okay, I want to ride a scooter because it's the easiest way to get around, go to Sunshine Scooter Rental, say hello to Sunny and Agus, and get yourself a little beep beep. A little
Noot,
Jeff.
Noot.
A little Noot Noot.
Meep.
And take it around Uluwatu with you.
I feel like, as we described before, the feeling of being on the back of a motorbike, there's something about it. The wind blowing on your hair, the feeling of freedom. It is a vibe. And we've first experienced that in Ubud.
Yeah.
Secondly, it is even more freeing when you get your own motorbike and you're able to just cruise around the streets, park wherever you like. You'll never get a parking fine in Bali. There'll be no $200 parking fines.
Too soon for Jai, apparently.
Too soon. Say hello to Sunny and Agus and hire a bike from them.
Side note though, if you are not confident riding a bike, and I get you, I'm not that confident, so I don't ride. Please know that you can just hire grabs. Like they're like $1 on the island. Like it's just so cheap. So,
1 or 2 kilometer ride, and you can pretty much get everywhere you need to go for $1 or $2. So just do that. Also, if you don't like motorbikes, you can catch cars everywhere.
You
If
can.
it's slightly more expensive, maybe around $5 a trip.
in
But for the comfort-
Uluwatu, it's not too bad. I would say though, if you are going to be getting cars around like Canggu, things like that, like prepared to be sitting in traffic, like just a little bit,
Yeah.
compared to the bikes. But
Uluwatu isn't that bad around
Yeah.
night times.
yeah. So once you've gotten a bike or you've gone to a back of a grab, you are going to try out a matcha at Analog Cafe. And if you're not a matcha lover, stop watching. No, I'm joking. But honestly, it's just, Jai likes the matcha there. I love the matcha there. It comes with little flowers. It's just really good. Really good vibe. Again, you've probably seen it in our videos. We are creatures of habit and we just go to places we love.
I think the word analog means attention to detail. And so the whole vibe there, the vinyl records, the old school, photography there, and the staff.
Hello, my name is Woody. My friend is Jay from Australia.
Yeah.
We are so grateful to the staff at Analog Cafe who have basically taught us all of the
they
Indonesian
have
that
been
we
teaching
learned.
us Bahasa. So shout out to Moody and the gang because you guys feel like family and we have learnt a lot.
What have we learned?
Saya mau pesan matcha panas.
Saya mau pesan
That means can I please
latte
order?
almond dingin.
That means can I order a matcha latte hot?
Hello, apa kabar? Baik, bagus.
Okay, we've got some practicing to do.
1, 2, 3.
We are currently learning how to count and Jai is really good at it. But yeah, we'll come back. Maybe we'll do a whole video in Indonesian. Like you never know. We're getting better every day.
Sampai jumpa lagi.
Yeah. Semoga harimu menyenangkan. No,
Semoga
menyenangkan.
harimu menyenangkan.
Okay, well,
Senang bertemu dengan kamu. Once you've tried the matcha at Analog, said hello to Moody and the gang. Shout out to the gang. Hopefully they're watching. You should head next door to Fondue.
for a Pilates class or a recovery session. So it is a beautiful mat studio. It is very challenging. It's fun. It's a vibe.
Once you've finished with your Pilates session at Fondue, you should walk 2 minutes down the road to one of our favorite budget food places. Now, there are a lot of people that we've met who are looking for these cheap places. There's not much local warongs in Uluwatu, so you got to head to the warong local and get yourself a cheap food.
Yeah, definitely. If you're on a budget and you're looking for good food, not just Indonesian food, by the way, like it does have an Indonesian theme, but it's like a buffet style, and you can pick your sides, you can pick whatever you want. They've got like just a lot of food, a lot of options, and then they've also got a menu. So it's a vibe. Have a coconut in the sun while eating your $4 plate. Like you got to
Yeah.
try it, even if you're not on a budget. You know what? You just got to try it once.
Healthy, it'll cost you $4, $5, maybe $6 or $7 for a meal
And
and
drink.
a coconut.
Yeah.
Head there on Thursdays. They have a
Live music at night.
Live music.
So that's not during the day, but at night. If you are not on a budget though, and you're looking for the freshest food, I would suggest going to Cashew Tree. Ordering these 3 specific things. Are you ready? BTC Recharge, Health Club Salad or Health Club Bowl, and the chicken spring rolls, which are actually rice paper rolls. They are that's pretty much all we order.
oh,
It's so good. It's kind of like Clear Cafe vibes, except the menu's not as big.
I don't-
Really fresh food.
I don't want to over exaggerate, but it's actually like the best food.
Yeah, I actually want to get it today. Oh, it's so good. It's really good. If you go and order that, let us know what you think. Like the Health Salad Bowl, whatever that Health Club Salad or Health Club Bowl, has all my favorite ingredients in a salad. I didn't think that was possible. Like they read my mind.
Once you've got your coffee, you're full to the brim with food, you need to go to the beach. and there are multiple beaches you could go to. You could go to Dreamland Beach, you could go to Bingham Beach, you could go to Padang Padang Beach, and you could hang out, maybe get a umbrella with a day bed. But we recommend heading to Nyang Nyang Beach.
I don't know where to start about this place. Just beautiful, stunning. If you're a surfer, particularly, like it's apparently a very good place to surf. If you're not a surfer, it's a very good place just to lie on the beach and watch the surfers.
If you want more information about Nyang Nyang Beach, we did a whole video on it, so go and have a look. Once you've worked on your tan at
Got
Nyang
your
Nyang Beach,
dose of vitamin D.
how to swim, had a few coconuts, you're starting to get hungry. So where do you go for dinner?
Well, there's so many options in Uluwatu, but we suggest these two options. Lola's, which is, surprise, surprise, Mexican. We love Mexican food if you haven't figured out. But if you do go to Lola's, they have really good sides. So they've got jalapeno poppers, buffalo cauliflower wings, loaded nachos. I think they've got loaded fries, and then their tacos. Oh my gosh, chimichurri steak.
Oof.
And it's really cheap. I think it's like, it's like on the cheaper side. It's like 100K, which is $10 for 3 tacos. So it's pretty good. And they have really good cocktails as well. They always seem to have a happy hour. Like every time we go, there's a happy hour.
Hard and soft tacos.
Yeah. Or the other place is Papi Sapi. Now, this place is not cheap, but it is so worth it. And it's a whole dining experience. You get to pick out your steak. I think a lot of it's Australian actually, but you pick out your steak per 100 grams or something, and then you pick your side, you pick your sauce, and mwah, mwah, mwah. It's the best steak we've had here. It's so good.
About 300 grams of like a eye fillet steak with chimichurri. Oh, it's actually not like extremely expensive. I think it was around $45. It is expensive for Bali.
Yeah, but it's so worth it. And they have really good desserts. We actually got a chocolate cake, which was the size of Jai's head. We didn't need to get that, but it was really good. Yeah, it's just if you are a steak lover, I definitely recommend going there. I think they also do burgers, but it is pretty much a steakhouse. So if you're not a steak eater, don't go. Now,
The last recommendation we have, because we love coffee. Well, I love coffee.
I love coffee too. I'm just taking a break. We're taking a break from coffee. We're taking a break. Playing hard to get.
There are so many good cafes, so many different varieties of coffee. Some places that make their own almond milk, unsweetened, sweetened varieties. But there is a couple cafes that we absolutely recommend going to, just even for the environment. Number 1 is Alchemy.
Number 2 is Drifter, salty coffee.
Number 3 is Salty Coffee, if you're in Bingham Beach.
Yeah, so as Jai said, we love coffee. We love just going out for a drink together of caffeinated the sort.
Just a little
caffeinated drink. But honestly, there are so many good cafes in Bali, like, period. Like, doesn't matter where you are. So I would just recommend, like, taking yourself out for a coffee date if you are traveling solo and people watching while you're having coffee, or if you're with a friend or with your partner, just enjoy it, because all the cafes here have something unique. The coffee is really good, and a lot of the interiors, it's just so beautiful that you could sit there for 12 hours.
The design of these cafes, the experience of just walking into this cafe. Some of these cafes are like hidden, where at first you might not think that it's an amazing cafe, but you walk in and then suddenly you're blown away by just the interior design. And also, you never know who you might run into.
Yeah. I just realised there's one more thing we could add. So Uluwatu, and I'm sure it's across Bali all over, but Uluwatu has so many little markets. So I think most of them are done on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's one near Wondermart, which is opposite Drifter, so convenient. You go to Drifter and then you go to the market. There's one near District 6, and there's actually one outside of local Warong on the 17th of every month. So, I don't know, I just feel like in Uluwatu there's lots of cool vibes, and there's like little jewelry shops, bikinis, clothing. It's just fun. Like, it's just a good community thing to do.
As Gusti said, this is the most logical route around Bali. There's some other places that you can go to.
There's
like
so many other
Cinnamon,
places you can go to.
Candidasa. You can go to Nusa Lembongan, Nusa Penida. We haven't been to some of those places yet. If you're looking for a 1 to 2 week holiday
In Bali
in
specifically.
Bali and you want to follow this journey, we recommend going to Canggu, Ubud, Amed, coming back to Uluwatu, and once you're done with that quick loop, you head back to the airport. A quick tip for heading back to the airport is if you're leaving early in the morning, don't be too stressed about traffic. There's a lot of traffic coming on to Uluwatu, but it's not that hectic. It only will take you around an hour to get to the airport, max, maybe even quicker.
Yeah, so that is our scavenger hunt. Let us know if you try it. If someone out there is watching and does all those things that we recommended in the order we recommended, wow. But even if you don't, even if you take little sprinkles that suit you, obviously a lot of it was food heavy because we love food and we just love immersing ourselves in, like, I don't know, I feel like there's something so beautiful about just sitting in a restaurant or a cafe and just watching the world go by. So yeah, it's definitely heavy on the food. But let us know if this helps, if you have tried these places before, if you agree, if you disagree, and we will see you next week.
Do you have any other top recommendations for Canggu or Ubud or Amed or
Yeah.
Uluwatu that we didn't mention? Let us
can-
know. We want to try them out.
We can add it to the scavenger hunt. It can be like a communal penguin club scavenger hunt.
Maybe we can put little Penguin Club signs around and you can say, take a photo with the Penguin Club sign.
That would be cool.
Anyway, that's enough from us. That was our scavenger hunt. Please play along at home.
Bye.
And we'll see you next week.